Right, today is like a little bit of a day in the life. What do we get up to on the average day living in Kuala Lumpur, being a bit retired light, and whether I spend all day working or what the realities of life is actually like. So to give you an idea, it's 11:52. We've been chilling this morning in the room. Vaughn's been doing a little bit of email administration while she still manages her redundancy. As for me, we've had a couple of black coffees, 2 black coffees. I'm fasted from the day before, and we're going to take you and show you what comes next. So, there's one thing about being in Malaysia, right, in these tower blocks, is that waiting on a lift is a whole new patience level that you just have to acquire, because you never go anywhere quickly here. It's just part and parcel, right? It's like, yep, I'm going to have to wait for a lift. The building we're staying in just now, it has a pool on the top floor, but it doesn't have a gym. But it's like a twin building, so you get to go into the other tower, which has got a gym in it. So that's where we're off to next. Take you up and let you see what the gym looks like. This is one of these moments where you're like, what a faff this is, having to go from one building to another. When we were in Northampton and we would have to drive to Nuffield, which was literally 5 minutes away, every time you'd be going to the gym, you're like, oh, who can be bothered? It's so far away. Now it's literally like a walk, and even then, still like, oh God, who can be bothered? Thank you. Oh, it's good timing.
39th floor. Door opening.
Thank you. So, in the gym, get a little workout going in here, get a bit of health and fitness going, right? Whew, absolutely sweating. Look at the selection of gym equipment in here and listen to how quiet it is. So, whatever the hell that thing is. Rowing machines, ellipticals, running machines, full set of free weights, kettlebells, battle ropes, jungle gym. Olympic bars, weights, and then all of this stuff down here, all the actual various weight machines. At the end of this month, we're here for 1 full month. At the end of this month, I'll tell you how much this gym, or how much this hotel apartment block cost to stay in. You will not believe it. That video's coming soon. But that's, what time is it now, sweetheart? 1 o'clock now, 1 o'clock. Now we're going to go to the second part of this and continue on the day. How's your workout?
Very good, thank you.
Alright, good. So, feeling the burn after all of that. Let's take you on a little wander. Through this way, through the lobby. And then here comes the great part of after your workout. Okay, come out here. Pool, talk a bit more on. And then you've got this little space here. Get this pool in the view. So, get you come and chill out here. Do a little bit of relaxation. Hang out, get a swim, get a few lengths of the pool. Staff just joking there. And get a little dip in this, get a couple of lengths in. Look. Got this little seating area. We could just do with a little bit more sun. But sometimes you just want it a little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast where it's cooler. But come out here, let's get a shower. You know, when I spoke about retirement, taking things easy, you know, retirement, or you're still self-employed, you're still working, you work for Google, you work for YouTube, you spend days selling stock options. Nope, today is just a typical day, hanging out, relaxing, and this is really what I wanted out of life, just going at your own pace a little bit. Look at that. Let's get a little shot of Ivani. Alright, so let's get swimming. That's what I'm talking about. Bit of sunshine, just sitting out here by the pool, bit of sunshine, little bit of vitamin D, good for the skin. Somebody will probably tell me in the comments, wear a hat, wear a hat. Relax, only a little bit of sun, enjoy it, soak it up, let the skin feel it. Isn't that right, Vonnie? Look at that view. Look at that. Empty. Silence. Nobody here. Bliss. Right, just to give you a little idea, right, of location, because the last apartments that we stayed in here when we were in Kuala Lumpur, you had this like stunning view of the city. You could see the Petronas Towers, right? So just to give you an idea now, look, if you can just see in the distance, right, see that? That's the Merdeka 118, and just if we come across, there you go, just right there, that is the Petronas Towers. That's how far out we are this time in this apartment. You just see it there in the distance. Right, here's something I want to quickly talk about, right? I was in the gym there, right, and I'm working out, and I'll tell you what I was thinking about, right? You just take a little bit of inspiration from people to get motivated. Now, I've got a mate, his name's Orshan. Orshan, if you're watching this, mate, shout out to you. I met this guy years ago. I was working at Halfords. Was I working at Halfords? No, I was working at Belkin. He was working at Halfords. I was working at Belkin, he was working at Halfords, and I ran a competition and he won it. And we went and we were in a team car for the Team Belkin Pro Cycling team, and it was for the Giro. So if you know anything about cycling, the Tour of Italy. A number of years ago it started in Belfast and it went to Dublin, and Orshan won a competition. We've been mates ever since. See, when I met him he was like into mountain biking and cycling and stuff. Then over the years we've stayed friends, right, and he's just taken inspiration from this channel, started his own YouTube channel about fitness, because he really got into like lifting weights and doing all these kind of like, you know, carrying massive weights and lifting those big stones and all that. And you know, he has grafted so hard and he's like, he looks amazing, and I see that and I get a little bit of like motivation out of it. And then I'm paying that back out of motivation of having this channel, and he's now started his channel, he's doing a bit of exercise, and you get this little bit of like, you know, a bit of back and forth between, yeah, I like what you're doing, I don't want all of this, I just want that little bit. And so I'm in the gym there and I've got my headphones in and I'm thinking about Orshan doing his weights and starting his channel, right? And you know what it made me think of, right? I had my earplugs in because there was other people in the gym, and if there's not people in the gym, there's a stereo system, so I just plug in, start playing like metal or dance music or whatever. But when there's other people in, I just keep my earphones in. So I had my earphones in there, right? And I'm listening to Tool. I'm listening to the album Undertow because I was inspired by, have you seen that guy that live on Netflix climbed the building in like Taiwan or something, right? He did it in 90 minutes. And the footage from it was just like mind-blowing. This guy's going up the outside of a building, no ropes, no parachute, nothing, right? Just mind-blowing. The footage on X the last couple of days, where I'm going by windows and people waving when he's on like the 30th floor or whatever. But where that kicked into my head was that when he was halfway up the building, he had earphones in and the music went off, and there was a moment on Netflix where he went, could you please connect my music again? And it turns out he was listening to Tool, because that's his motivation. He was listening to the band Tool, which I happen to love. So I had that in my ears, and that's the little circle that was going round. I'm thinking about him climbing the building. I'm thinking about my buddy Orshan doing all of his weightlifting. I'm listening to Tool, and it's making me motivated to just try and get fit, right? And you know what? I laughed out of all of that. I saw on X, right? On the X platform, Bev Turner, GB News presenter Bev Turner, criticising the guy climbing the building, saying that it was a bad influence on young men, showing them such a dangerous pursuit as this guy climbing the building, and that Netflix should be, you know, like, they should think better about showing this guy, and that it would put young men at risk wanting to go out and try this stuff. And I just thought, like, no disrespect, right, but shut the F up. Like, when I was growing up, right, I would watch Spider-Man. It never made me want to climb the outside of a building. I just love Spider-Man. And when I see a guy who is at the absolute peak of excellence, physical excellence, able to scale a building in 90 minutes, obviously approved, didn't do it illegally, it was live on Netflix. And then you get Bev Turner saying, oh, this is dangerous. We live in a world now, right, where on one hand they're like, prepare yourself, men, you might have to go to war and you might have to go and fight, and we need strong men to show up. And then at the same time we're like, oh, well, can't everybody just think of the children?
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Well, so anyway, take the inspiration as it comes. If you get motivated by seeing somebody you know get fit, if you see somebody who's given up boozing and you think, yeah, or they're just, man, does everything need to be watered down within an inch of its life? Just to, oh, can't we all just, it's The Simpsons, isn't it? It's just, can't we all just think of the children? Anyway, it's time to just chill out at the side of the pool. That's my little rant for this video. Just gone 2:15, and now it's time to get back to the apartment, have a little bit of lunch. Let's do it. starving. 2:30 in the afternoon, right, back at the apartment now. Vaughn's going to prepare a little bit of lunch. I mentioned, I think in the Thailand video before we left, that we were going to try and do a bit of a kind of no spend month, right? Try and focus on where money was going, just to see if we could live a little bit cheaper this month, just to see if we could do it. So we have been buying and preparing more food here in the apartment that we've done in past months. And part of that is also just because we're kind of doing a bit of a health regime, like really just dialing in the start of this year, cut down on a lot of crazy carbs, not eating any crisps, no sugary drinks, just hydrating well. So Yvonne's going to sort the lunch out now, and then we're on with the rest of the day and we'll take you with us. And this is lunch. So we might have had a nice expensive barbecue meal at the weekend, but this is how we balance these things out. Yvonne is keeping me super dialed in with my diet. So a couple of boiled eggs, some tuna, some salad with some apple in there. Got a little bit of peri-peri sauce to go with it. And these are quinoa protein wraps that I'm going to have. The tuna and the wraps inside there. And some water as hydration. So that's what lunch looks like in the afternoon. Super cheap, super healthy, and just getting on with the day. Hello.
Hello.
And then back in the city, somewhere we haven't been for a little while. We're right here at the Petronas Towers. Because even though we're doing a no spend month, I need new pants. I need new boxer shorts because the ones that I've got are way too tight on my tiny little waist. So I'm going to break the rules of the no spend month and have to buy some pants. Undergarments. So having looked from our apartment block to the top of the Twin Towers, we're now right at it, waiting to cross the road, so it's kind of cool.
Wait for work signal. Wait for work signal. Wait for work signal. Wait for work signal. Please start crossing.
Oof, take your life in your hands crossing there. We're going to go in the mall, have a little look around, and then we're going to meet up with some people. I thought I would try and share on the channel as well that might be a little bit interesting for you, so let's see how this goes. Coming up for Chinese New Year here, so all of the decorations are going up. Christmas was obviously celebrated. Now we've came to have a little look in the mall. What does it look like for the next big holiday here that Malaysia are celebrating? Chinese New Year. Oh, look at all that, isn't it cool?
It's very cool.
Right, we've been hunting for this store because it's great for clothes. Pretty reasonable prices, I think. I don't know, but we've shopped here before. and I couldn't remember where it was. I couldn't even remember the name of it, but we found it. Yo. Right, now you see, the thing is of being a slightly larger man here in Malaysia is that you have small, medium, large, small, medium, large. However, the sign here says small, medium, large and extra large. And I'm definitely an extra large when it comes to this country. And look how far in Serge, look, she's hunting high-in-law, extra large. We found the one pair of shorts that they've got in the entire wall, and it's not the pair that I want. So, there we go folks, that's what it's like to shop here. Oh, I'm so sorry. What can I say, Vonnie? There's just nobody with a girth and weight and width of a
Tall Scottish man.
tall Scottish man's waistline. It says it right here, look. They lie. Check with a member of staff. They don't have any stock of extra large. Sorry, but no can do on the boxer shorts. So that's quite good because that keeps me still in line then with the no spend January. Can't spend if you can't get them. Right, let's get out of here. Before I get asked in the comments, how did you know that the large pants wouldn't just fit you and you bought those ones? Because I've got a wife that already knows everything and she measured them round my neck. We all know that trick, right? Your waist is round your neck, and I tried that and the large was too small. Settling that discussion before it even kicks off. Still impressive as shit, isn't it? It's so impressive. Right, let's go and have a walk. They won't know yet. We can give them a little wave. We can go say hello to Richard, Carrie and the kids. You are tall, look. Hello. How are you? Hello. So we came to the park to meet Richard and Carrie and their daughters, who have left the UK and are now out here in Malaysia, so it's very cool. We're going to go for a drink. Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to Malaysia. So that's Carrie and Richard, both got their YouTube channels. Richard's channel, Britain to Beyond. We've been working together for a number of months now, and he's now here in Malaysia, living a new life, sold their house, and what an amazing story. Great to meet up with him. So that's been this evening of hanging out. Alright, everybody! So we're now going to get out of this mall and then crack on with the rest of this evening. What time is it now? Been sitting having a little catch-up coffee there. It's 8:30 now. Time to get home, time to get back in a taxi back to our apartment. Just a little digital fish pond. I was trying to think, I was going to say swimming pool. A digital fish pond. Look at that. Oh, look at the blossoms. Look at the smiles on Yvonne's face. Look. You are a sucker for a cherry blossom. Look at the ride. Oh. Look at how busy this mall is right now. And it's 8:30 at night on a... what day is it? It's a Tuesday. And look at how busy it is, all these little stalls. And some clothes. All right, let's go.
They're so tiny.
The size of the little jackets.
So cute.
We don't have kids, Vonnie.
I know. Bits. Okay, you happy with that?
Right, we're getting these. Getting some boxer shorts. Came into another shop and finally we found extra large. Extra large. Get a couple of pairs of these. How much are they? 20. 24.
Now people know what colour underwear you've got. Green. Okay.
Alright, that'll do. Yeah, titties. I need a new phone case as well, but that's a purchase for another day. Get the size of the shop, it's so bright.
Dear customers, we are having a limited offer nationwide for men's UU and Reserve Cotton Crew Night Long Sleeve T-shirts at $59.90. Feel free to approach our staff for further inquiries. Happy shopping!
See if I can find stuff for me.
The size of this shop is absolutely wild, but it's very good. Trousers.
Damn as well.
Please select the items in the scanning area.
Just drop them in that.
I know.
This is cool, you just put everything in the basket. Look at that. Just rings it all up. This is the future of shopping right here. You just put things in the basket and then it rings it up. Wild. The smells here from these booths, some of them are, oh, that's what it is. Soap.
Remember, it's Tuesday night at like 8 o'clock.
I know.
Even every single shop is busy.
Oh, donuts, Bonnie. Oh, let's just do a little flyby on the donuts. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello.
custard filled. I know, doesn't that look amazing? Oh, right, discipline, let's get out of here.
Not doing that, eating healthy. I'm not going to cave to having a donut because it would be a very slippery slope. It wouldn't be one donut, it would be like 6.
Oh, the heat when you come outside, it is warm! Warm! Look at that, clouds above.
I'm supposed to be heading home, but now we're going to head to Decathlon because, well, it's right there and I wouldn't mind a little exercise band. No spend January, John, no spend January. On your way to spend more money. But it's an exercise band. The shop's right there. It's for a good cause, which is health. Yeah. And we've made it to another mall. We made it to
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Look at this place, look. Let's make this quick. If there was one thing I would say I would like to actually buy right now, one thing that I had and I'm missing, it would be a smartwatch to just track my steps and my exercise, because I'm so numbers orientated that I really kind of need that. And I don't, mine's broke before, way back in a video like April time. I told you my watch broke and I'm missing it because I'm doing all the treadmill stuff. It's never very accurate. I'd like to track, but I can't bring myself to get the size of it. Look at this. We're not getting roller skates, love. We're not getting a bike. This is the wrong direction. Anyway, I can't bring myself to buy it, right? Because it's going to be like a couple of £100 and I'm resisting. But I miss it. That's one thing. I'm like, yeah, I would get one of them, but I just, walk into me. Like an Apple Watch. It's too expensive. The guy just nearly walked into me. Got all this kit in here. Oh, that's too big, that's too much.
25 kilograms.
Yeah. 25 kilograms.
That one.
Yeah, let's try a couple of those. Look at that. That's like your size of band there, look at that. No. Waste of time.
That one or that one?
But I am just. So I really like this one. Hold that one. What's this one? You know what? That's not bad. Let's feel the yellow one. This is like, the bike shop test. The bike shop test when you go in and squeeze the brake levers. The brake levers. Do you know, I think that might be too. That's up. Oh, it's on. That feels a bit too much. I'm just a wee weakling. That's going to be that in it, like 15 kilograms, 19.
That's the only colour that comes in, I think, baby. That green one.
Doesn't tell you what size it is. Oh, it's wiped off.
15.
15.
That's that one then. That's good. That's perfect. That's exactly that is actually the exercise that I want to do. Look. That's what you need for your wee weak wrists.
I know, my wee granny hands. Yeah.
Where are they? Where is that? What is that for? Oh, that's what you got.
I think they're just in the box.
Alright, got one of these? Yeah. Just more stuff to carry, John. That's the eyes you're giving me there. More stuff to carry. Right, we're getting this. How much is it? How much is this in the no spend January month, John? 19. Right. Scary old day. Do you remember Duncan Goodhue? Oh. Now we're talking. You can give the folk in the pool a run for their money. Oh, those goggles are rough. Can't hear anything. No spend month. Oh, I miss my bike. Oh, I miss my bike. On my way to the bike, but size of this shop. It's wild. Oh, let's have a quick look in the Ferrari shop. Come on. Just reminds me what it's like to look at cars. Oh, it's shut. Oh, look at that. I'm going to get my iPhone out and zoom in here just so you can see that a bit closer. Nah, I'm pass on the white. Taxi ordered, be here in 5 minutes. This Grab app is awesome. It's on the way. And after getting the Grab back to the apartment, it's now 9:35. It's almost the end of the day. It's good to get back here and just chill, get a little bit of a drink and relax. And then a bit of work starts after this, so I'll show you that in a second. And that is pretty much it for the end of today. To give you an idea, it's just after 11 o'clock at night. I am just sitting having a look at the markets that have just opened up, checking out a couple of stocks that I keep an eye on. It's been a long day. Not every day is like this. You know, we've been to the gym, the pool, had a nice bit of lunch. We've been into the city in the cab, and we've been to the Petronas Towers. Caught up with Richard and Carrie and the lovely kids. Managed to spend a little bit of time chatting with them, which was good. And then we're back here late evening and just unwinding, relaxing a little bit. Not every day is like this, but this was just a little bit of an insight into what it's like. And as I watched the stock markets open in the US now, which is at 10:30 at night, things have just settled down and I'm kind of watching a couple of stocks. But other than that, having a look and getting ready to get to bed. And tomorrow will be a completely different day, so I just wanted to share this with you. Thanks so much for watching today, and you can let me know down below in the comments what you think of all of this, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Let's see your new knickers, love.